Welcome to Relatable Wisdom, the podcast where real people share timeless ideas. I'm your host, Wisdom Okonkwo, and in every episode we dive into the philosophies, quotes, points, and life lessons that shape how we live, think, and grow. No matter where you are in life, this show is here to remind you wisdom is everywhere, and it's always relatable most of the times. Okay. Tell us your name, what you do, and
Well, my
favorite
name is Matthew Lesko. I've had that name for so long. Actually, a lot of people in the States call me the question mark guy. You know, when I just went to AI and I said, give me a picture of the question mark guy and handing out money to people in the Capitol. And they did it. They had me on the internet that found a picture of me and made it. And that was sort of interesting. So I used that a lot. But for the last 50 years, I've been, and probably 52 or 3 now, I've been showing people how to take advantage of government programs. We live in a country here where we have 2 sections in our country. One is capitalism, and that's where you need money to do anything, because people are selling you goods and services and things like that. But we have another section called the community. And this is where people help people. Okay. And that's really big in this country. I mean, 40% of everything in our economy is people helping people for free. You know, but everybody thinks, no, our economy is capitalism. No, that's only 60% of our economy is capitalism. 40% is people helping each other for free, but they don't advertise. So to me, my biggest nemesis is Google, because everybody thinks everything is in Google, but they can't find the free ones there, because Google is capitalism. So Google has to make money. So Google charges you money to find people. So they have to pay. If they find you to help you, they have to pay Google. So that means they have to get money from you to help you.
Yeah.
But the 40% that does it for free has no money to pay Google. so you don't find them in Google. So what I've been doing now for 50-some years is trying to teach people that part of our society that gives away money and help for them to improve their lives. Unfortunately, see, I think it should be more for people who don't have money. But the people who already have money use it like hell because they know the opportunity. And the people who really need this money don't know it's there, don't know how to use it. And that hurts my heart when I see that, because there's so much help out there that people don't know about. Like
Well,
you doing this work is helping people and educate them for free, right? So you're not charging on this. There's no ticket you had to buy to watch this or watch you.
Yeah. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is, I may have said this before you, but particularly the last 5 years or so, is that your heart is smarter than your brain. So many of us think that being smart and all this kind of stuff and knowing something nobody else knows is really, the thing that you have to work on in life. And I don't believe. I believe it's your heart, because the brain is important. Sure, you have to know if you're going to go off a cliff. But if you want to do something in life, you have to rely more on your heart than your brain. Number one, because everything you do in life is hard. Life is hard. It's going to be hard. So give up to it now. It's hard. Don't think it's easy. We run around trying to make life easy, and it isn't. And then we just get pissed off because it's not easy. So forget that. It's going to be hard, okay? And you have to have the heart, which gives you the perseverance to get through it. And I think that's true with professional work that you're looking for and personal work. So you want to have a partner, you want to love other people, and loving other people has to be from the heart. If you're there just because they have a lot of money or they have big breasts or whatever it is, you're not going to be there that long, because you won't. It's going to be difficult. And in order to get through the difficult ways, or portions of life, your heart has to be in it because it's going to be hard. If you want to be easy, it's sort of like if you want to learn how to ride a bicycle and you never did it before, well, you're going to fall on your ass a whole bunch of times before you find out how to ride that bicycle. And if you want to just get on it and ride and it doesn't happen, you'll quit because, hey, I can't do that. And you leave. No, you can't live that way, or you're not going to have much of a life if you keep living that way, because you won't try things that you know that you should do or you want to do, but you give up too easy, and that's the difference.
Can you share some personal instances in your life in the past where your heart has shown that it's smarter than your brain?
Yeah, well, it's all about choices. See, when you earlier on in my life, like I had 2 marriages that failed because uh, I didn't know my heart was involved in that. I didn't know I had to make that decision based on my heart. Okay, and that's the problem. And so I learned after 2 failures, hey, no, my heart has to be in this thing. Okay, and that's what's important to do. Um, and so that's a big one. And businesses, I had my first 2 businesses fail. Man, I got an MBA in computer science back in the 70s. And I started a software company back then. I was a computer science professor and things like that. I started a software company back then, and it failed. I must have been the only person in the world in the 70s that had a software company that failed. But my heart wasn't really in it. I mean, I wanted to do it because I thought I should do it. People told me, yeah, this is good. No matter what you're going to do, it's going to be a problem. And so if your heart's not in it, you're going to give up before you find the answer to the problem. The only key to success is longevity. You have to stay there long enough until you figure it out. Look at all the stupid people being successful, at least in our country. Maybe your country is different, but we got a lot of stupid people running things. Why? Because they stood there long enough until they figured it out. That's why I'm trying to show people you can get free money to start things. You don't have to find money and things like that, because you're going to run out of money before you figure out how to be successful at it.
Yeah.
So you have to not spend as little money as possible in starting anything, so you're there long enough to figure out how to be successful at it. If you do a big business plan and it fails after you get the money, then you're out of it. No, you can't, because it's probably going to fail until you start doing it. The whole world is different when you start doing it, and then you have to change and keep changing until you get it right.
Yeah. And with the way the world is now, I think the world needs more hearts, because people have all the answers and everything with the AI and everything, yet people not bold or courageous enough to take the step to what they want to do.
Exactly. And that's where you contribute to the world. You're not contributing to the world doing everything else that everybody else does. Yeah. You're contributing to the world because you're different. So what's different about you is your best contribution you have to give to the world. So you have to find out first what's weird about you. When people say that's weird, Wisdom, you can't do that. Yeah. That, and it comes natural to you. Well, that's a clue. That's your superpower. Whatever you're weird at is your superpower.
Yeah. Write it down. Take note of it. And then the next time again, just starts gathering all the times when they tell you, oh, that's weird. You can't do that. Yeah. We'll do it anyway.
Absolutely. And it's trial and error. That's why experts don't know. Maybe something worked for somebody else, but we're all different. Everything works differently for everybody else. So what you have to do is keep trying things and learning from them so that you refine it to where it works best for you. And that's a trial and error method. I mean, I know earlier in my career, I used to read about inventors, and Thomas Edison, who invented the light bulb. Well, he had 10,000 ideas before he got it right. 10,000. You just don't wake up with a light bulb goes on in your head. This is it. No, it's going to fail, and you have to refine it and do something else.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, your heart is smarter than your brain. Your heart is
Right.
smarter than your brain. Most times when the heart tells us what to do, it doesn't make sense at the moment.
Pardon me?
I say most times when the heart tells us what to do, it doesn't make sense at the
Exactly
moment.
right. Because you look from the outside. What are people going to think? And nobody would think that way because this is you.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah,
only one. So you have to go out like a hero. That's what a hero does. Goes out and find out what the world is or needs or whatever, and it comes back and has to talk to the village people about how important this is. And you have to use it in their language, not your language,
yeah.
because they won't understand your language.
Yeah, it's strange because we judge the ways of the heart by the frames of the brain. You know, we say, oh, it doesn't make sense. Making sense is for the brain, not for the heart. The heart is
Exactly.
different. It speaks a different language.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a language, and we're so, and everybody wants to be smart. Everybody wants to be smart. No, I want to be real, not smart. Real, because that's a better way to get through life if you're real, because then you start becoming something else. And if you're becoming something else you're not, that means you cannot grow. You know, the only way you grow is to be what you are. I mean, if you're a tulip and you're trying to be a rose, man, you'll never be a rose no matter what the hell you do, because you're born to be a tulip.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And now you
yeah,
got to find the right pot to grow in. So you as a tulip could grow, you have to have the right pot. So you can't get in the wrong pot for roses, because that grows roses, not tulips.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. You shared your favorite quote and then you shared some instances of the story. And I'm really, really glad for this reminder that the heart is smarter than the brain.
That's right. Well, you have enough, or
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Well, let people know that if they need more of me, I'm at leskohelp.com.
Okay.
Lesko, Lesko help.com. Okay.
And what do you know, earlier on you did tell them what you do, but what do you do? And yeah.
Yeah, what we do is help people find free money and help for anything. So if you want to start a business, buy a house, get out of debt, get health care, legal help, get a better job, all those things, that 40% I was talking about, there's programs and money and help to help you do that. So what we do, we have now 15,000 people that help each other apply to these programs. So it's unlimited one-on-one help for people to apply to all the programs that they're eligible for.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. I don't know.
Yeah. 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 Thank you so much for sharing with us your favorite quote and but yeah.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening to Relatable Wisdom. If you found something meaningful in this episode, make sure to follow or subscribe wherever you're listening. If you'd like to support the show, you can do that by buying me a coffee. The link is in the show notes. Every little bit keeps the conversations going. I'm your host, Wisdom Okonkwo, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, staying curious, stay inspired, and keep growing.